Today I just want to talk about things I'm hoping to see in the new Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Gulf War. I'm really excited for this one. For the past few years, I haven't really been excited for new Call of Duty releases. I just hope that this one is good. So we'll just be going over some basic things, and this will be a really rambly video. I haven't seen much except for the trailer in Cold War. I haven't been looking at press interviews, or forgive me if I'm wrong. Please put down in the comments if I was wrong about something. Let's start simple with something like the campaign. I just hope it's good. I really hope it's good. Cold War had a really good campaign. Even if a lot of people didn't enjoy it, I thought it was good. And as much as the whole thing with Bell was interesting, by them being silent so that way you could interpret Bell as your own character that you created, they don't really get much story. And it kind of, at least for me, takes me out of the experience. I just feel like it wasn't really earned, if that makes any sense. Bell, I guess what I meant to say is Bell as a character didn't really get much character, if that makes any sense. In the same vein as Soap or Roach from Modern Warfare 1 and 2, they never really got much character because they were silent characters. They were meant to represent you. And while Soap did get his character in Modern Warfare 2, Roach really never got to.
Good. That's one less loose end. No!
I also hope they do the choices have consequences thing like in Cold War. That was really, I really like that, being able to pick and choose what I did and didn't do, and then obviously replaying the story and doing different things. I loved being able to go against Adler's action in the final mission and disobeying what Adler was saying, getting all the different endings. That one mission where you're the Russian, I guess, authority figure, I don't remember what his name was right now, and you're trying to get the passkey for Adler and Bell. That was amazing. Every time you play, you're gonna try doing something different because, oh, I've already seen when I do this action, let me try this. Oh, I talked to this person, let me talk to this person next time. If that makes any sense. So I don't have a script or nothing. So that's about it for campaign. Next off is gameplay. What I mean by that is just some things about it. I hope they bring back the select fire from Modern Warfare 2019 and Vanguard. I think Vanguard had it. I know it's not really a big feature, but I think it really helps sometimes, maybe not too much in multiplayer, where it's a lot faster. But in the campaign, at least in Modern Warfare, it really helped, I feel. And I'd like to see that again. If not, then at least the cover mechanic from Vanguard and Modern Warfare. Since they took away the lean, which, to be honest, wasn't all that helpful in the original Call of Duty games, the cover mechanic introduced in Modern Warfare and then in Vanguard was really good. I think it leads to a more tactical feel of leaning against something. I mean, all the AI characters have done it. All the enemy characters do it. So the player being able to do it is nice. And when I played Modern Warfare 2019, and then I played Cold War, and I was kind of sad to see that it wasn't there anymore. I didn't understand why it wasn't there, but at least it makes the games feel a little different since there's also no tac sprinting. Now, tac sprinting, I'm not, I wouldn't be displeased if it came back. It was fun in Vanguard and Modern Warfare, but I don't really care all that much for it, I guess, as it helps to kind of differentiate the games since you move a little bit slower. That's all I can really think about, I guess. I guess I should talk about zombies, because zombies is really what I like about Black Ops the most. Ever since Black Ops 0, zombies has been amazing. Black Ops 1, really good. Black Ops 2, not so much. Black Ops 3, amazing. And I've never played Black Ops 4. And then obviously Cold War was amazing. Honestly, I think it's my favorite. Outbreak. Love Outbreak. I really hope it comes back. I really hope Outbreak comes back. It's such a good mode. It's my favorite. Honestly, I don't play it every time. I do like round-based zombies, but I love it. Next, I think there should be like a smaller mode. I don't know, something to the effect of survival. Smaller maps, most likely based on multiplayer maps. Like, imagine playing just a quick round with some friends, on, Rust or Nuketown. Imagine playing just a small Nuketown, no Easter eggs, no story or lore implications as to why you're there. It's just you, maybe some friends, and, the power-ups is, usual perks and wall buys, all that, the mystery box, maybe pack a punch if they feel like it. But yeah, something that doesn't take too much time to change from the multiplayer version. Just, running and gunning, maybe holding out in a room, smaller maps, so again, akin to Nocturne Toten or Nuketown or Rust size. Nocturne Toten definitely should come back. It was fun in Daimashina. I really love the aesthetic of Daimashina Nocturne Toten. Spoiler alert if you didn't know that. If they brought it back like that for Gulf War, it'd be really fun. Obviously, if they kept the same aesthetic as Cold War, but then the layout from, World at War, obviously. Like before it got destroyed, and then you can just keep the outside as it was. I think that map is really beautiful. Just something small, simple. That way the developers don't really put too much thought into. There doesn't need to be a story reason why the operators are there. And then that way there's nobody really talking in your ear the whole match. Next up, I hope there's individual sliders for the announcer, like the people talking to you, and the operators for solo zombies. It gets really obnoxious hearing the same grunts and reloading and empty sounds, or when you're in outbreak, you hit something with your vehicle and they just have to say something. It gets obnoxious in Cold War. Vanguard, honestly, if there was a feature to shut up the demon lady talking to you the whole time,
I know valuables when I see them. They sure can't throw a haymaker. Don't get in my way. Shouldn't have pissed me off. Definitely an acquired taste.
I bet you're parched. Slake your thirst from that fountain. Trust me. Perfect.
I know valuables when I see them.
Ready to find these fighters, Spartacus. You do not deserve
Central Gear.
it would be a much better game. Honestly, to even enjoy Vanguard Zombies, you have to mute the dialogue. But then that also mutes you, the character. And if you go to campaign, it also probably mutes all the dialogue as well, since it's just one uniform dialogue slider. So having individual sliders for solo, I mean, obviously it's more important in multiplayer, if you're playing with friends, and then obviously multiplayer because you need to hear other people. But at least, just something for the solo players, so that way it's more enjoyable. And then that way also, if you're recording videos or whatever, you're just trying to enjoy the ambiance. You don't have someone in your ear telling you, blah, blah, who cares. I hope some returning maps show up. Kino was fun. Again, there doesn't need to be much story reason. I know a lot of people like Zombies for its story aspects. Everybody says Black Ops 2 was the best because of its story, which is true. I think Black Ops 2 has the best story, but the only problem is that it's Black Ops 2. So I mean, I guess they would have to find some story reason for the operators and Requiem and all that to be in these places, but I don't know. I don't really care all too much about the stories and Zombies. Again, for Outbreak, I hope they introduce larger lobby sizes. I mean, there's such big maps. At least I felt they were big. If they made them bigger, that'd be neat. But I feel like if they make them bigger, they should introduce a larger lobby size. So instead of 4 players, it's 6 or 8. Would that break the balance? Probably. It would probably would really break the balance, but I feel like that as you have more players, the difficulty should scale up. So obviously 1 player doesn't have to go against a boss that's meant for 6 players, because the health of the boss would go up or down depending on how many players are supposed to be in the lobby. I hope they fix the zombie spawns in round-based maps, like, for instance, Die Machina. Zombies can just kind of spawn out of nowhere, and you can't board up any windows. There's only like 5 or 6 windows you can board up in the entire map. If that, most of them just come out of these barbed wire like holes in the wall that you can't board up, compared to the older games where almost every room you could board up. There was at least, 1 window that you couldn't, compared to every other room that had boards to place. So yeah, I hope they fix that, because I don't know, I just think it's weird. So this is me from the future, and as I was editing that Shinonuma part, I realized that in Vanguard, the operators respond to the announcer people, whoever they are. And that's something that Cold War doesn't have, and is something that I'd like to see. It doesn't have to be unique responses. You don't have to get the voice actors to record like 1 million new lines just to respond. I'm sure there's plenty of like voice lines you can take from the multiplayer. Like in Cold War, you have that interaction wheel where it has a bunch of different voice lines. You can just take those and stick those on after they say something. Like, here's an example.
In that dig site. The relic must be close by. Find it.
Understood. Over and out.
On the ground.
Let's get moving, people. Recon the site, eliminate all hostiles.
Received.
Another thing that Vanguard had that I wish would come back is the exploding enemies. These guys, honestly, they freaked me out the first time. I didn't realize what they were. They were kind of cool. They reminded me of Zombie Army, and I love Zombie Army. That is a really fun game. I had a lot more planned for this. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'll make a part 2 if I can think up more things, because I probably forgot half of the things. I've been stewing on this idea for like 2-3 days since the Gulf War trailer. So yeah, I guess I'll make a part 2 if I can think up more things. And if a lot of people comment, I'll also make a response to those comments in the video. So anyways, I guess that's it.